Have you ever wondered how virtual reality can make you believe you're walking on Mars while you're simply standing in your living room? It's an intriguing concept, isn't it? This is the power of virtual reality, a technology that crafts an immersive experience so convincing it tricks our senses into accepting the virtual as real. Imagine being able to explore a digital world that feels as tangible as the one you're in right now. Intrigued? Let's dive into our brains to unravel the magic behind virtual reality. Our perception of reality is based on the input we receive from our senses. Let's break this down a bit. Our brains are essentially processing powerhouses, taking in raw data from our senses like sight, sound, touch, taste and smell, then converting it into something we understand and can react to. This is our perception of reality. Now, virtual reality swoops in and plays a cunning trick on our brains. It mimics these sensory inputs in such a realistic way that our brains are convinced that what we're experiencing is real. Imagine standing atop a virtual skyscraper. You see the city below, you hear the wind, you feel the height. Your brain processes these inputs and believes you're really there, even if you're actually standing in your living room. So, it's all about fooling our senses, but there's more to it than just that. When you put on a VR headset, your brain starts working in overdrive to make sense of this new reality. Now let's dive deeper into the brain's response to virtual reality. Imagine a part of your brain called the hippocampus. It's like your brain's GPS. It helps you navigate through spaces and remember locations. When you're using virtual reality, your hippocampus is lighting up like a Christmas tree. It's working hard to understand and remember this new virtual environment. But there's something else happening too. You're starting to feel a sense of presence. You're not just observing this virtual world from afar, you're in it. You might feel the wind on your virtual face or hear the rustling of virtual leaves. Your brain is interpreting these signals and making you feel like you're truly inside this virtual world. This sense of presence is what makes the virtual reality experience so immersive and convincing. It's why you might reach out to touch a virtual object or duck to avoid a virtual obstacle. Your brain is fully engaged and believing in this virtual reality. And here's the fascinating part. Even after you take off the VR headset, your brain might still remember these virtual experiences as if they were real. You've effectively tricked your brain into accepting a new version of reality. In a nutshell, virtual reality is a grand illusion, a trick played on your brain by clever technology. From the brain's response to virtual reality, let's shift gears to see how this technology has been leveraged in the gaming industry. Virtual reality has revolutionized the gaming industry, providing a whole new level of immersion. No longer are players just controlling characters on a screen. They're stepping into the shoes of these characters and living their adventures. They're exploring vast virtual landscapes, solving intricate puzzles, and engaging in heart-pounding combat, all while feeling like they're inside the game. And it's not just about immersion. The use of VR in gaming has led to the development of new genres and gameplay mechanics. For instance, horror games have become even scarier when players are directly in the midst of the action. Puzzle games have evolved to incorporate spatial reasoning in a 3D environment. Despite some challenges, such as motion sickness and the need for powerful hardware, VR gaming continues to grow and evolve. New advancements are being made to make the experience more comfortable and accessible to a wider audience. The future of gaming is here, and it's virtual. As we continue to blur the line between the virtual and the real, we must also consider the impacts of such immersive experiences, which we'll explore in the next section. Beyond the realm of gaming, virtual reality has found a place in an unexpected field: our classrooms. The traditional chalk and talk method of teaching is giving way to more immersive, interactive learning experiences. Imagine studying history, not by reading from a textbook, but by walking through the corridors of a digitally recreated ancient civilization, or understanding the intricacies of human anatomy by exploring a 3D model of the body from the inside. This is the power of VR in education. It provides a means to visualize complex concepts, making them easier to understand and remember. Students are no longer just passive recipients of information. They're active participants in their learning journey. However, implementing VR in education is not without its challenges. The technology can be expensive and requires robust hardware, making it inaccessible for many schools and students. Despite these hurdles, the potential of VR in education is vast, and we're on the cusp of a new era of learning. As we continue to harness the power of this technology, we must also consider the broader impacts on our society, which we'll delve into next. So, what does all this mean for us as we step into more immersive and convincing virtual worlds? Well, it's an exciting prospect, opening doors to new experiences and opportunities. Imagine learning new skills or overcoming phobias through lifelike simulations. Yet it also raises questions. Could prolonged exposure alter our perception of reality? What are the long-term effects on our brain? The answers demand further research. As we continue to explore these virtual frontiers, one thing remains clear: our brains are in for a wild ride. Before we wrap up, if you enjoyed this journey into the world of virtual reality, we have a small request. The screen shows a stylized like button. If you found this video informative, do us a favor and hit that like button. It helps us know what content you enjoy and want to see more of in the future. The screen transitions to display a subscribe button. And if you're as fascinated by the intersection of technology and everyday life as we are, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We regularly delve into these topics, exploring the impacts and possibilities of new tech. Finally, the screen shows a heartfelt thank you message. Most importantly, thank you for taking the time to engage with our content. Your support means the world to us, and it's you, our community, that makes this all possible. Remember, every like and subscribe helps us bring more such content to you, so hit that button and stay tuned. In the world of technology, there's always something new to discover. The screen fades out, preparing for the end sting.